Bahn, and I am the gluten-free Avenger, and on today's episode I'm going to be making one of my favorite things in the whole entire world, Spritz cookies, just in time for Valentine's Day. So, a lot of people think of Spritz cookies as just for the holidays. Well, not anymore. You can do different shapes, colors for your favorite sports team. You can have this cookie anytime. And it doesn't matter whether you have a Valentine or not, you can make them for yourself or your friends. So, let's get started. Okay, here's what you're going to need. Okay, so what we're going to do is I already have some room temperature butter right here, and we're going to add that to our mixer. So I just have a standing mixer here, but if you want to use a handheld mixer, you can certainly do that. I thought this might be a little bit easier. So I'm trying these little outer things. I usually don't use them, but I just thought if I had like a little bit of a mishap on camera, that would be a bad thing. So, okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to put this down. We're gonna beat the butter by itself for about 30 seconds on medium. So let's just go ahead and start that. Because it's room temperature, it should really start to, it'll be really soft. So doing this is especially good if you didn't have time to let it go to room temperature, just so that it'll mix easily. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and add our sugar. Okay, so now I've added the sugar and we're just gonna beat again at medium, just till it's nice and blended. Okay, so now we beat that. Then we're going to add our almond extract. So let me get, I always add a little extra just because it just tastes so phenomenal that why not? Okay, and then we're gonna add our egg. And we're going to add the orange zest. So in my Spritz cookies, I really love almond and orange together. It's just such a phenomenal thing. If you don't like almond or orange, you can always substitute vanilla. So all I did is I took a little microplane here and you just want to do the outer. You don't want to have too much of this white in there. So this is kind of like a good way to think about it. You're just kind of getting this orange part off. And I cleaned it to make sure that we didn't get any wax or anything like that into the zest. Okay, so then we're just going to add the zest, just like that, and mix again. Alright, so now that looks really well mixed. Now we're going to start adding our dry ingredients. So we have our baking powder, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. Baking powder and our salt, and then we're going to add our xanthan gum here. So xanthan gum is what actually gives it the glue, because as you probably know, wheat flour already has gluten, and that's what we can't eat. So you're basically making this react like a wheat flour by adding xanthan gum. Okay, so then we're going to add part of our flour mixture. It's just an all-purpose gluten-free flour. So I'm just going to add about half, and then we're going to start mixing again very slowly so that you don't spray up the flour. Okay, just let that mix. And you will again have to scrape down the sides. Okay, I'm gonna add a little more of the flour. Just add the remaining flour in, and then lock it. Again, go slow when you're doing this just so that the flour doesn't shoot up. Oh, I can't even tell you how amazing it smells. These are my favorite cookies. I've been making Spritz cookies since I was probably 13 or 14 years old. So this has been one of the recipes that means the most to me, to be able to duplicate this in a gluten-free method. That has been just so amazing to me. Okay, so I'm going to finish mixing this up, and when I come back, I will start putting these into the mold. Okay, so my dough is now out of the refrigerator. It hardened up nicely, and I've already put it into my cookie press. I've got an automatic cordless cookie press, so I'm just going to get started. And I have my little heart die in there. Okay, so whenever you do this, you just kind of figure out how long it's going to take for you to get it to be the right size cookie. And for me, it took me a few tries. I had some that kind of ended up looking a little weird. So that's fine, just start over, it's all good. And just go across the cookie sheet like this, add your cookies, and we'll just keep going on this cookie sheet here, and just keep going along. Some of them are a little bigger. It's okay, they'll all cook up, it'll all be good. Okay, so I'm continuing to put the red sprinkles on. You can use really any color you want. I just chose red, obviously, for Valentine's Day, and we're doing hearts. You can always, if you want, you know, we just had the Super Bowl, so if you wanted to do it for your favorite team or whatever, you can always do that. I'm sure there's probably some football dyes out there somewhere. Okay, so all of these cookies have the sugar loaded on, they're ready to go in the oven, and my second batch is ready to come out of the oven, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. Alright, so they look amazing. As you can see, they're just ever so lightly browned along the edges, so that's exactly what you want. And then let them cool for about, I would say 5 minutes or so, and I put these in right now. Okay, so now we've got these. Okay, so after the cookies cooled a little bit on the cookie sheet, I've now put them on a wire rack to completely cool, and they look amazing. I have some butterflies here, as well as some really cute little hearts. I'm going to take a quick bite. Mmm! These are so amazing. You are never going to know that they're gluten-free. Oh my god. The smell and the taste are amazing. Anyway, give it a try and let me know what you think.